Happy New Year. Welcome to 2018. Hope you've had a great and relaxing holidays and ready to go back to work. So what can you expect from the City Council in 2018? First of all, I want to pause. In my video last week, I failed to really give good credit to the council and to city employees, and I intended to do that. So I'm going to start by saying how fortunate I feel to work with a great city council. We as a group, I think we've accomplished quite a bit. We have a lot of work to do, but we do it in a way that I think is productive, and I think it's something that you can be proud of. In the same breath, I'd like to say how much I appreciate and value what our city staff does, from Mr. Atkinson, who's our CEO, our city manager, down to the men and women who are on the streets, whether they be our police and fire, or folks that work in public works or in the libraries or take care of our parks. I value them all, and I want to start the year by saying that. So what can you expect in 18? Well, I think you should expect us to continue to be the kind of disciplined leaders that you elected. That is, that let's do a few things and do them really well, and let's work on the right things. We don't need to chase any rabbits. You should expect us to continue to work on our city government and our city hall being more accountable and more responsive. I think we've made some progress, but certainly there's work to be done. I think we'll continue to look for better ways to do business. I think if we continue to do things the way we've always done things, we're not going to improve like you expect us to, and certainly like the council expects. We have a sort of a high charge to implement some big projects. We're in the process of implementing the Citizens Tower project. We'll start working on the public safety project. We've already started this week on it. You've charged us with that, and that's something that we will do, and we'll do as promised on those. You'll see a new website from us in the first quarter of this year. We're very excited about that. I know that for some of you might yawn on that, but for a big part of our population and people that are looking at Lubbock, it is our front door. It's important that we have the right information and we brand ourselves in the correct way. We're going to work quite a bit on the airport in 2018. Some planning, I talked about that in a video a few weeks ago. More to come on that. You'll still hear us talk a lot about transportation, I-27, Loop 88, work that we'll be doing on Erskine, work that we're doing on 98th Street, planning around other projects that we need to do to keep up with the growth as well as to take care of what we already have. We'll talk about annexation in the first half of the year. We've got some recommendations from our Annexation and Growth Committee that we need to deal with. We also have some developers that have asked us to annex parts of the community or new parts of the community, so please pay attention to that. We'll be working with Lubbock Power and Light and the Public Utility Commission and ERCOT, and hopefully getting membership into ERCOT. We'd like to think that we can get that done in the first 6 months of the year. And then finally, you'll hear us talk quite a bit about the auditorium and Coliseum. I'm on the record talking about this one, but I think we need to make a decision. We're spending nearly $750,000 a year, and we lose that much, operating those two facilities. We've got $20 million roughly in deferred maintenance that needs to be done to bring them up to snuff. I don't think that's a good investment. We'll talk about that as a council. We very well may let you vote on that in May so you can tell us what you think about it. We certainly need to do some education. There's work to be done, but know that that's in front of us for 2018. I think finally, in more of a global sense, I think you should expect us to make decisions that benefit the greater good, that we keep Lubbock's best interest in mind, both today and well into the future, and that we find that delicate balance between embracing the growth that we're so blessed to have, while at the same time being good stewards of the assets that we have today. That's sort of the crux of what we do. So that's what you should expect. That's what you should hold us accountable for. I'm thankful for each of you. I like your good ideas. I really appreciate your prayers. I look forward to 2018. God bless you. I hope you have a great weekend.